What's up, people? There's Slice here. So I'm just gonna sit down. I don't know how far I am. Probably have to zoom in. Whatever. So I just wanted to come to you guys today just to talk to you guys a little bit about happiness and how to be like happy and achieve happiness and all that great shit. So the title of this video is Because I'm Happy Don't Run You. Okay, whatever. So anyways, guys, I'm Lyrics to Life /Blur Elise. Go ahead and add me on Instagram, add me on Facebook. I'm gonna make a Snapchat. I'm just really putting this shit off because I don't know how to use that shit. But anyways, oh yeah, I meant to tell you guys too. If anyone comments about my armpits and shit like that, no, I did not shave them this morning. I shaved them yesterday. The hair grows back super fast. If you comment on the shit, I don't care. So anyways, guys, first go ahead and subscribe to my page. I'm going to be coming to you guys with a bunch of shit. Just a bunch of shit. I just came out with a book. I just released my book on Amazon. I'm going to have the link in the description box so everyone can go ahead and purchase that. It's called Blinded by Love. It is an urban erotica. So yes, there's lots of sex scenes. It's totally rated R, but it's great messages in the book. And it has a lot of twists and turns and spins. So it's like a thriller / suspense novel / erotic novel / street lit, urban fiction, whatever type, all that shit together. But I have videos on that, so I'm not going to waste this video talking about the book. Just go ahead and look at those videos. I think I have like 2 or 3 videos where I basically talk about it and tell you a little bit more. Check out my Instagram. And go ahead, you know, if you're one of those people who are like, I want to buy your book, but I'm not really sure about it, I'll go ahead and send you the first chapter for free. Drop your email in the comment box and I will email the first chapter to you for free. Everyone who reads the first chapter wants like the 2nd through the 12th, so I'm not worried. But anyways, so yeah, guys, so happiness. So I wanted to come and just talk to people about happiness because sometimes you go through things in life where it kind of just seems like it's really hard for you to put on a facade and for you to pretend like you're happy, or for you to, you know, just be nice, genuinely kind to other individuals in society. You're like, why the fuck you be nice? I had a bad day, or I have to pay this bill, or I just got fired, or all this shit. And other people don't know that, right? But that's not what's important. What's important is about how we feel inside and how we feel about ourselves. So the reason I wanted to make this video is because I was in the middle of writing book number 2, and I like was just thinking, like, this lady started following me on Instagram, and I went to one of her blogs or whatever, and it was totally unrelated, but it just made me think about just like, wow, like I'm happy that someone else reached out and followed my page. Another person who does entrepreneur work followed my page. It made me feel good about myself that, you know, I feel like I'm just getting out there and getting my feet wet a little bit more. But sometimes, like earlier, I had an incident, you know, and I could have let that affect my day and say, oh, I'm not going to be productive today. I'm just going to lay in the bed. I'm just going to eat all day. I'm just going to drink all day. I'm going to buy a pack of cigarettes or a pack of Black & Milds or a pack of whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we let ourselves get down. Like, even last night, I was, you know, having a conversation with someone else, and the conversation started to take a turn for not the worst, but just like, you know, when it starts getting to that little gray, shady area. And sometimes we might start to get upset or whatever. Then I was like, you know, since I got my hair done and I had my makeup on and I had all my shoes and I was looking all cute, I was like, wait, you know, hold on, don't get mad, you good, you know? But we even have to feel like that about ourselves when we look like shit, when we don't have our weaves in or our hair done and we haven't made it to the hairdresser, our eyebrows not done, our toenails, our fingernails, you know, our lashes, whatever the fuck our bodies aren't together, we just ate, however we feel. We have to learn how to be happy in spite of all of that. And I actually went through this transformation, if you guys look back to like old videos about food, where I literally wanted to get rid of all the negative vibes, all the negative feelings. You know, sometimes we label things as depression prematurely, things that just were not making me happy in my life. I wanted to get rid of them, and I wanted to start with my attitude, because it all starts with your perspective. Happiness is nothing but a perspective. You know, you have a homeless person and they can be so happy, they have nothing, and you're like, how could you be happy? You don't have anything. It's all about your perspective. It's all about, like I said, your mind is your universe. I think I said that in my Rest in Peace poem, my Black on Black poem. Like, I stress the fact because as I'm getting older, you know, I went through this phase where I'm 25 years old, if anyone's wondering. I went through this phase where I felt like I've been to college, I got my associates, and I went ahead and I got my bachelor's. Now, between the time period of my bachelor's, my associates and my bachelor's, my stepfather passed away, who was someone who's like real close to me. I don't know how other people's relationships are, but we were like bestest of friends, like skip school and go out to eat, chill, basketball coach, football coach, softball, everything I was in, he was there. Like, I used to meet people that were my age or a little bit older than me that he already met at the gym, and they'd be like, I think I met your dad, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, that's how close we were. Like, when I worked at Dunkin' Donuts, he came in there faithfully every shift. Like, I wasn't one of those kids who could lie and be like, oh, I went to work, because he's definitely stopping in there, like, not to check on me, just to get food, like, try to get free food at that. I'm like, bro, you can't, I can buy your food for you, but like, it's not free, you feel me? But anyways, so I went through this period of time where I was just down and low. I actually did try to take my life at the time. I will never try to do it again, and I'm so happy I did not succeed, because I felt so alone in the world. I just felt whatever. I was drinking, I was smoking, I was hanging out, doing shit I wasn't supposed to do, never coming home, almost got kicked out a trillion times. But nevertheless, I realized it's all about perspective. Even though that happened in 2011 and today's 2017, just a few months ago, I had those same feelings of feeling like no one was there for me. And that's the reason, you know, I kind of terminated a lot of relationships in my life that I'm trying to get back, because I'm really realizing that people are there for you, just it may not be in the way that you want them to be. Things are going well for you, it just may not be going as well as you want them to be going. You're still making progress. As long as you're still able to breathe in air and breathe it back out, and as long as that heart is still beating and shit, well, maybe not that fast. I don't know. As long as that shit ain't like flatline, you're good. You know, you still can go ahead and make changes. You can make you can make decisions. You can figure out a way. This shit is probably all whatever. But you can figure out a way to improve your life and your situation. And that's what I wanted to come on here and share with you guys, is simple ways, maybe like a few ways that you can go ahead and do that. So the first thing I started doing, and some of these things I Googled, I got off of Pinterest, but this is what the fuck worked for me. Everything I used did not work, so I'm not going to say that now. Depending on your views and your beliefs, you can use some of these. Take what you want from the list. And these are in no specific order. So the first thing you want to do is change your fucking attitude and change your perspective. Now, if you are internally, this is the thing, no one can make you unhappy. No one can make you mad. You choose to do that. I know it sounds like, what the fuck? You actually choose to do that. You choose to get angered by it, and you choose to have the reaction that you do. You can't control what other people say or what other people do, but you can control how you react to it. I don't know. I hope that makes sense. So I can say you're fucking ugly, and you can believe that and feel bad about yourself. You can be angered at me and curse me out and say, bitch, you fucking ugly. And, you know, you can lash out and say, this bitch done pissed me off, I want to fight now. You can shoot me if, you know, you feel like that's necessary. You can also say, you know that you're not ugly, and you can choose to stay away from me because I'm not a good person for you to be around, because my views are negative. But you have the choice. So do you see how, like, one action, you have multiple reactions that are possible? Like, okay, so one thing that happens, or one, damn, I can never think of words when I press the camera. Like, I press the record button. But basically, just because someone does one thing or one scenario, you have a bunch of ways that you can react to it. So you get to choose. You get to choose out of a box. It's like, let's say I put happy, sad, all this shit in the box. You pick out a card and you say, okay, I'm going to react this way. And you put that shit down. But what you can also do is you can stop. So what I started doing was I checked my attitude. And I'm not saying I do this all the time, because that'd be a fucking lie. But I try to do it more than less. So when you start getting those feelings, whether it's negative feelings, so you're anxious, you're nervous, you're angered, you're sad, you're depressed, whatever the fuck is not under the category of happy, which means you don't feel good about yourself, or you don't feel good about a situation, you don't feel confident about it, because those are all associated, those are good and positive factors. So you have all these negative things in the box, and you get to choose. You can say, I'm going to be mad. But then in your head, you can think about the consequences before you do it, like before you actually act out. Okay, well, like, for example, some people think, like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this bitch done fucked with the wrong one. I want to key her car, or I want to, you know, punch her in the face. Or then you think, well, if she presses charges on me, I'm gonna have a record, and then I have to explain that to my job, and then when I go apply for another job. So you can go on and on and on, or you can say this, even if you're an entrepreneur, well damn, now I can't go out and get more business or market my tools or whatever the case is, or I can't go to school, or I can't be with my kids. So you get to choose out of a hat, but you can still make a decision. So you can choose, okay, I'm not gonna do that, I'm gonna walk away. Okay, I'm not gonna curse her out. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna pray for you if you're one of those great Christians. So you have a hat of choices, and you get to choose how you react to it. So you can choose happiness no matter what. You can get fired and still choose, okay, instead of letting this get me down and saying how am I going to pay my bills, I'm just going to go out there and I'm going to be optimistic, and I'm just going to go look for something better. And you know what, usually when you choose to go along the more positive end of the spectrum, your results are more positive, because your mindset, like when you think about things in a more positive manner, you don't get as bothered. Like little small things that would normally nag at you or nitpick you, it's not going to set you off and make you explode, because you're already choosing to look at things from a different perspective. Okay, so basically choose to look at things from a different perspective. You can write down situations that happen, and you can see how you reacted to it, and write that shit down in a journal and see how you've improved. You have to take a look in the mirror at yourself. You literally have to stand up, look in the mirror, and be like, okay, I know y'all probably couldn't see, my mirror was up there, and be like, okay, this is, what I'm gonna do. Another thing I did was find someone who acts just like you. Now, I didn't do this intentionally. My best friend and me, we just are, oh my God, well, I can't say my best friend because I have multiple, but most of them are like me. But this one in South Carolina, I met her a few months ago, but we're like this from day one. Like, we just hit it off. We started talking, we hung out. It was like, we just were like, oh shit, you came here at 8, it's fucking 1 o'clock in the morning. You gotta go, I got work, you got work, goddamn. So, but what we learned from each other. It's so funny because our situations are so similar, but then it's like our attitudes and our perspectives, the way we think, all of that shit is similar. So sometimes you can't look at yourself. It may be hard for you to take a look at yourself because you're you, but it's easier for us to judge other people. Let's be honest. Sometimes, instead of judging the other person, learn from that other person. So when I would talk to her and give her advice, I would tell her, I said, I'm not really talking so much to you, I'm talking to me. So the same shit I'm telling you, I'm telling me, because the way you're talking is what I would say. So for example, like, let's say you have a situation, I don't want to use like work because that's really hard, but like, let's say you had a bad day, or you know what I'm saying, a girlfriend or a boyfriend is stressing you out, or a marketing thing didn't go through, or whatever the case is, but it's your attitude that fucking affected the relationship, the networking, whatever, like your whole perspective. So you talk to the other person, telling them, maybe you should look at it from this point of view. It's not gonna work if you agree with the person. That's the most important thing. It's not gonna work if you realize, yes, that person is just like me, and I would agree with what they said. You have to sit there and think about, okay, because that person is just like me, what is another person who isn't like us thinking? That's the only way it's gonna work. Okay, so we have two things. So first is take a look at yourself. Second thing is, if you can take a look at yourself, but even if that doesn't work, because sometimes it doesn't work, at first it definitely might not work depending on how stubborn you are. Find someone who's very similar to you in your character traits and your attitude and your decisions. There will be somebody. The next thing I would say is change your music. So if you listen to a lot of like slow down music, don't listen to a music that is relating to whatever the fuck your situation is. I mean, of course, unless it's gospel, then that's great because that's supposed to uplift you. But listen to trying to like upbeat music. Like one thing I do when I'm feeling sad now, instead of me listening, like I will go and listen to music that have to do with my situation. Like, for example, like if you're going through a relationship issue, right? Now they got SZA or SZA, whatever her name is. Why you bother me when you know you don't want? Like, don't listen to that shit. You need to listen to like something like that's, on a positive mind frame. Like, let me think. What can I think? Like, I would say like something that says that you're the shit. Something that basically just like empowers, like, yeah, I'm queen, or I'm the king. Hey, keep on getting got nothing on me. Something like that. Listen to something that's gonna uplift you, whether that's like a motivational speech, whatever your go-to is that's gonna boost up that ego. Boost that shit up. Do not get yourself down. This is for people who are sad though. If you're angry, my favorite song to listen to when I was in like middle school, And when I was angry, I remember, because it was one particular day I was so pissed off, and then on top of being pissed off, I locked myself out the fucking house because I left my key there. So I had to climb through this little, we had these little behind windows. They was like these little sliding windows. It's kind of like the ones you see in New York in the basement, and they like just slide open just a little bit. And I had to put my big old body, and I was thicker and bigger than this in middle school. Like, I went from bigger to smaller. So I had to, and I remember I went home and I was like, so I come in the club and they think I'm a ball. I tell them motherfuckers, I ain't never scared. You know, and I was like, and I was, or I would be like, what was my other song? Like, it was, it was Get On My Level. That's another good song to lift you up though. Bitch, nigga, you can ever get on my level, say what? Okay. And then the other one was Crime Mob. I know everybody with this stuff. When you're mad, the #1 song to go to is Crime Mob, Knuck If You Buck. Don't listen to that song if you're mad. Please don't. Because I'm telling you, you are going to knuck if they buck, bro. You will. You won't. Like, I promise you. So don't listen to stuff like that. So since I got older and I calmed down, all that great stuff, what I do now is I listen to like something happy. Like, and I know this is going to sound weird. I'm more of like a reggae, hip hop, rap, like Lucci, like, you know what I'm saying? Like a little bit of Jada type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like different type of, but I'm more like that real, like raw, like, yeah, I'm that motherfucking bitch. Yeah, I get the motherfucking money, motherfucker. Yeah, take a hit. Ooh, take a lick. Ooh, catch a stick. I'm not a rapper. But anyways, so I listen, so when I go to, I'll like listen to like some Ed Sheeran or like whatever his name is, Sheeran, whatever. Or I listen to like, you know what I'm saying? Like not nothing melancholy, but it depends on your mood. Whatever your mood is, you want to listen to the opposite of that music. So if you're sad, you want to listen to music that's going to make you happy. It's going to boost your self-esteem. If you're angry, you want to listen to music that's going to calm you down and get you to be more softer. So basically, you're going to pick your spectrum based on, you know what I'm saying, how your mood is. You want the opposite of that. Another thing I do is like, let's say like you're going through some things or you just got a relationship, you're feeling sad or whatever, go watch a comedy. Like if you're missing somebody, I'm telling you, I've been watching Netflix, Kevin Hart. I'm telling you, bro, it'll get you through anything. Like, if you're laughing, you're not going to feel alone. You're not going to feel absent. You're going to feel like you're right there. Even though you're in your living room, you're going to feel like you're right there with other people. Another thing I would say is if you can, surround yourself around people who uplift you and build up your confidence and self-esteem. So what if that one person doesn't? Don't be around that one person. Be around people who boost you up and who, you know, are for you. And that's pretty much it. That's all I have for you guys. You know, go ahead and, the last thing I would say is that if you're having issues with your attitude, to reprogram that in itself, try sleep hypnosis. When you go to sleep, go on YouTube and just Google like different type of links. I can leave one for you guys in the description box. I probably have to edit it in after I publish it. So if you watch this right away, I do apologize. I probably won't post it right then. But, yeah, just listen to and then you know yourself best. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just talking to you guys off my experiences. You know your experiences best. Google the issues you have problems with. Like, for me, if you have trust issues, if you have issues with patience, I have like fucking zero patience. Like, I hate when people ask me a question more than a half of a time. Like, why did you even finish your question? No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, guys, go ahead and just fucking be happy because life is too short to be sad. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I probably will be making more just videos like this, videos in general. I'm just trying everything. Like, why not? Life is too short not to go after your dreams. That's the most important thing. That's why life is too short to not be happy. No matter what you're going through, be happy because you still have another chance as long as you're awake. And as we increase technology and the world changes and shit, look, I'm pretty sure there's going to be more ways you can make money and just go off of your natural talents if you like speaking in front of a camera and you have stage fright and all different type of shit. But anyways, guys, I'm wrapping this up. I'm Lyrics to Life. Remember, guys, be happy. Go ahead, first start with yourself. Go ahead and examine yourself. Try and change your attitude. Look at it from different perspectives. If that doesn't work, go ahead and find somebody who's just like you, who acts just like you, thinks just like you, has the same perspectives, and you guys both try and find the difference. The other person's perspective, like not each other's, but someone who's different than both of you all. Then go ahead and listen to music that is not fucking going to amplify the feelings that you already have. Listen to music that's gonna calm you down. If you're sad, listen to happy music. If you're mad, listen to calm music. If you're happy, then fucking great. You can listen to anything you fucking want to. Just dance to the shit. And then, of course, go ahead and, do sleep hypnosis. Look up whatever your particular problem is, whether it's patience, trust issues, whatever you have issues with, whatever pisses you off, people not being on time, people not being reliable, dependable, whatever the fuck the issue is, you can't forgive people, you hold grudges, whatever. Somebody stole your pencil back in fucking pre-K, the big ass pencils that we used to have with 3 lines. Anyways, guys, I'm Lyrics to Life. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Definitely, please, thumbs up. I need thumbs up, and I need you to subscribe if you fucking like this shit. I need you to share it with somebody, and I am fucking vulgar, so if you don't like it, well, who the hell doesn't curse? Let's be real. Just don't have your kids watching. Guys, go ahead and go buy my fucking book, man, and let me know how much you love it, because people have already went ahead and started buying it. I got feedback. I understand if you gotta wait for payday. I'm all for that shit. I had to wait for payday, too. Got to pay damn rent. Anyways, guys, Lyrics Life, I'm out. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Facebook. Get my book. And definitely subscribe, thumbs up, and tap the bell for notifications.